back at the Hong Kong Yonex-Sunrise competition. Woo, 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 woo. Hey guys, I'm Badminton Becky. I'm an American living and playing badminton in China. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button because look, I'm at the Hong Kong Yonex-Sunrise Open. I'm gonna be making a bunch of videos, so hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell notification so you know when I make a new video. Because I got a ton of planned videos. I'm gonna interview some awesome players. I'm gonna give you a behind the scenes look of what goes on at a professional BWF badminton tournament. Last year, you got to see me speak some very awkward Minanhua to Tai Ziyin.
Minanhua
哦，会，你是爸爸。
假爸爸。
对，
哦，
我的男朋友是台湾人，他教我点什么，说得不好，不好意思。
很厉害。
And this year you won't get the chance because she withdrew. You've been paying attention, she withdrew in the Fuzhou Open due to an injury. Other players that withdrew, Ken Momota, I guess he was just tired of all the winning, so he withdrew, and the Indonesian women's doubles, they withdrew. Those are the big ones. But the exciting thing is we have a couple of Americans here. Never met a American professional badminton player, so I'm very eager to talk to them. Victor Axelsen is here for the first time in a couple years. Lindan is here, and I'm freaking out, wondering what I'm gonna ask him. So anyway, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, also, I want to apologize. I have to speak kind of quietly because I'm sitting in the media area and I can't just like, hey guys, you know, so I hope you can hear me. Let's go inside. This is the area where the athletes come right out of the gym. They come right out here. So this is where they stand for a minute and talk to the press. They're obviously very sweaty and tired and exhausted when they talk to the press, but they're always good sports about it. It's Zhang Beiwan versus Michelle Lee, so it's like a North American match-off, but I want them both to win. Zhang Beiwan has no coach sitting on her side. I think when you play for Team America, you don't have much money to spend for other people to come join you. Congratulations. Yeah. I'm actually very excited to meet you because you are from China and you play in America. I'm American, but actually live and play badminton in China.
Whoa, that was cool.
So we kind of know two different badminton worlds. Like where China, where it's so big and so respected and everybody knows it, and then America, where not very popular. Everybody says like, you know, oh, badminton, I'm so good at that.
Yeah.
I was so good when I was little.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't know.
Yeah, I play in high school.
Yeah, I played in my mom's backyard. So how do you, as like a top player and, you know, the hope of Americans, how do you deal with some of the, not negativity, but just ignorance about badminton in America?
I think around me, around my side, people are not that negative, but
Yeah.
they just don't care.
Yeah, they just don't care, yeah.
But they're proud of me because I'm competing all by myself. So they always like cheer for me up, and even now I'm down, that they just 100% cheer. So I think if I really want to improve, like the marketing in US, or I think I cannot do on myself. You know, I have to make a team. So when people see US can competing in the world and they won some tournaments, and then they will start to follow. If we want to do long term, we have to do as a team. When I prepare for retiring, at least I have to bring some junior up.
Yeah.
So I will trying to help them, like mostly more teach them more experience for competing in the world and smart choose tournaments and smart to like how you spend your money.
Well, I think it's really awesome, like, you know, as an American, because I'm very frustrated as well that, like, because I didn't know about badminton until I moved to China and lived in China, and I am very regretful that I never learned about it sooner, and I think that, like, Americans would love it if there was more exposure, so.
Yes, so I'm trying to do is just first that I'm by myself, and later on I want to, like, travel with a team.
Yeah. She's so nice. It's awesome. Those Russian players look massive. This is why I like coming to preliminary day, because you get to see a lot of players that you don't normally see, like in the finals or the semifinals on TV. So you can see them here playing the preliminary rounds. It's cool. Obviously cool kids to see. Everyone was being cool with Lindam, like they were trying not to bother him, but you could see like the whole stadium knew he was there. There was people like in the audience, and they were like also doing the secret pictures, the secret selfies with him in the background. And then when he got up to leave, like there was a couple kids I saw, they ran up and they tried to talk to him. The whole stadium knew he was there. See much, but everybody's back here warming up at the courts because there's so many games going on today. There's a lot of people warming up. A lot of people are also just running in the hallway and doing stretching and stuff in the hallway. So it's cool. You see all the players getting ready. It's before lunch on a preliminary day, but the hometown heroes still have all the crowd, even though there's like no crowd here. Clearly it's cool to play in your own turf because you get a lot of support. Chen Long in person is huge. He is so tall. I mean, I knew he was tall, but when you see him in person, it's crazy.你好，我会说中文，没问题。恭喜你，恭喜你。其实我住在厦门，我们是老乡。我要问你，为了你的身体，你怎么恢复？所以你明天打球，你现在很累，但是你必须快进步你的身体。你有套路吗？ 吃的东西还是按摩还是？
也没有吧，因为主要正常的训练完，可能有一些放松牵拉。对，因为可能我们运动员可能对于饮食这种其他的东西也比较注重，因为不能乱吃。对，存在一个这个兴奋剂的问题，所以可能一切都是以我们在我们国家体育总局去吃饭。
Okay, so there's a 16-year-old American who made it through the preliminary rounds. They let lower players kind of play on the first day, and they let the winners play in the main draw. So very excited to see her play. I'm not sure what's going on. I think she dove for a shot and maybe she cut open her face a little. Can't quite see. Actually, with her dive, she's diving a lot and getting it and winning the point after diving. She's actually getting a lot of crowd support. When she started playing, like nobody was cheering for her, but now people are cheering for her. It's just cool, a little change. Sorry you lost the game, but congratulations for making it.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing. And it's just the beginning. I could tell. I'm an American.
Oh,
but
awesome.
I live in China and I play badminton in China. And I pay attention to USA, but USA is not so great in the badminton world. So, but you're a young person and you're in it. So tell me, what do you see a change in USA badminton at all? Do you think it's getting bigger in culture? And
Locally, it was always a big thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
are you from California?
yes, I'm from San Francisco.
Okay.
And Bay Area is big in general, but badminton in the Bay Area is, honestly, it was always a big thing for juniors. There'd be like too many juniors playing the local tournaments, and I think it's just the funding that not everyone can afford. I mean, like, there's a lot of kids that have potential, they have everything, but
Except
the
the
only
money?
thing that's missing, it's just the money. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And, keeping an eye on you.
Thank you.
Make America proud.
Bye.
It's the afternoon. I'm gonna take a break. Last year I totally burnt myself out really quickly. So this year I'm gonna take a break, get some food, relax, and go back for the evening games. Nighttime, back for more. Took a nice little break and rested and ready for tonight's games. There has been a little update though. As you probably have heard, Hong Kong is having a lot of protests for quite some time. And tonight there is scheduled huge protests all over the city. I luckily have a couple badminton friends here and they warned me about it, but it seems like this area is okay and there's no protest planned for this area. It adds a bit of suspense to the evening, but I can walk back to my hotel. So hopefully everything will be okay. On tonight's docket is Victor Axelsen, Lin Dan, the Minions. Should be an awesome night. I'm such a nerd. It's like 15 minutes before the game start and I'm sitting here all eager while everybody else is just, relaxed, eating, doing whatever. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
I wanted to ask you, because you've had a hard year this year with your health and some injuries, and I've also had a hard year, and a lot of amateur players, even though we're not pros like you, it's hard when we have to give up badminton for an injury or sickness. So how do you get through it when you know that you're not playing your best and you know you just have to get better? What mentally do you tell yourself?
That's a good question. I think that, you know, when you're injured and stuff, of course you'll have the first initial time there to sort of be really not depressed, but frustrated and feeling all the worst things imaginable once you get injured. But I think, you know, after a week or two or whatever, you sort of have to focus on what you actually can do to get better. So even though you can't be on court, you can maybe work on some technical stuff, some tactical stuff. You have more time for friends and family and stuff like that. So try to look at the positives rather than looking at all the
And
negatives.
that's what you did when you were making
Yeah,
a
definitely.
comeback?
Yeah, definitely. I tried to work on some small technical stuff, and you know, once I could get on court, I started working on my weaknesses and things I wanted to work on. You know, when you're in tournament mode, you don't have really much time to sort of practice the small details sometimes. So I sort of took advantage of that. James, come on. James, please.
So that was Momoda that just walked by. He withdrew from this competition, but he's here. It's also interesting in the preliminary rounds, there seems to be a lot more small injuries. I guess because there's just a lot more games. You know, nothing serious, just falling down and cutting yourself. But I've never seen so many like medical calls as I have today. I guess, you know, with so many players playing, I guess it makes sense. Okay, don't yell at me, but I'm calling it a night, which means I'm gonna miss the Lin Dan game. But it's already 9 p.m. and the game before him went to 3 games, and it's like they're going like point by point, so it's gonna be at least 30 minutes before Lin Dan can even start. Very exciting, as I was waxing poetic about missing Lin Dan's game because I'm very tired and I've been here for 12 hours already. I went out the exit and it was there was a gate and it was totally dark, and then I had to go out this other exit and there was gates all around. So I said, how do I get out? And the guard was like, be very careful. And he was like, where are you going? And I told him, and he said, oh, be very, very careful. Police nearby. Let's see if I can make it home. It's like a 10-minute walk. Seems pretty quiet, but I don't want to jinx myself. Definitely spooky. I had to walk by a university, and today the protests are really focused on the universities. So you can see there was all that junk and stuff that they blocked up the entrance to the university so no one can come. And the giant road was totally closed. Very, very spooky feel, but don't feel unsafe or anything, and I don't see anything. So I think I'm gonna make it home okay, and I will regret missing Lin Dan's game, but I have 2 more days, so maybe he'll win, and then I can interview him tomorrow. I'm exhausted. My legs are cramping because I've walked so much today, and I'm extremely overstimulated at meeting Victor Axelsen, Zhang Beiwan, talking to the minions. Like, day 1 was amazing, and I still have 2 more days. Make sure to hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss. Who do I see tomorrow? I don't know. We'll find out.